I was just talking about how important it is to find, one real estate agent rather than maybe working with 9 different real estate agents. And now, to have your full team, whether it's a real estate agent, financial planner, mortgage broker, whatever it may be, certainly you're not going to want to go work with a real estate agent from Windermere and Keller and RE/MAX and make that your team. You do need to have one starter.
Well, absolutely. First of all, if we've found out that you were working with Windermere, RE/MAX, and Keller, I would think all 3 agents would probably take a step back and go, we can't do that.
Right.
That's just not good. But on the same sense, yes, you do want your team leader or your main agent to work with you, but it doesn't mean you're getting less help if, let's say, they bring in assistants to help you, because that's a different structure than saying working with 9 different agents all advising you.
Right.
Because you got to think about your agent, where do you want them to be the most key important moments is negotiating your contract, looking over your inspections. But sometimes to juggle clients and get them through and give them all that same quality, we do need to bring in assistants and have them open a door and show you.
Sure.
But you still have that one key component at the top, the one agent who's overseeing everything, and they're there to answer your questions.
Well, and everything has gotten so much more specialized, too. I mean, I think across every industry, there are so many different ways of specializing. And, in fact, I think the specialization across industries has actually brought more and more people to Seattle, which is why we have so many highly regarded companies and
Right.
the employees that they're hiring. Mm-hmm. What have you seen that kind of do in terms of the real estate market?
Oh, it's driven our recovery for sure with housing, with all the people moving here. Those signing bonuses are nice down payments.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's probably driven up prices in some of the nicer neighborhoods with the lower inventories. Some people, there are some buyers out there now that are saying, well, I'm going to wait because we've been in a bubble and it's going to crash again. And I don't think they're right. I think they're totally wrong.
Mm-hmm. Are a lot of people worried about the bubble? Another bubble? Because we've talked to this show at length about the fundamentals being there so that
Right.
it shouldn't be that fear.
I think I see the fear more on the lower end and then the higher end.
Mm-hmm.
My first-time buyers, those are sometimes questions they talk about. Because, they're seeing multiple offers again. They're hearing that prices have gone up. We're up about 12% from where we were a year ago. So to them, it's a conversation we have once in a while, and they're worried they're going to be overpaying. But when you look at all the numbers out there and stuff, I don't think they're overpaying at all. We're not even at our peak values that we were back in 2007.
Are we getting close?
It depends on the neighborhood, but on the average, I would say we're still about 20% off from our previous peak.
Mm-hmm.
So that there's definitely room to grow on prices right there. It's not like we're at those levels we were before that were precarious, and it was like we can't maintain this.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we've gone up a lot this year, it's been driven by low interest, low inventories. But, that's going to decrease. Inventory is going to go up, folks.
Yeah.
Getting more sellers than buyers calling right
Well,
now.
we had kind of talked a little bit about in the past, just about there was this kind of frenzy when rates went up. Mm-hmm. And now rates have kind of, they've leveled out.
Yeah.
And you end up having this buyer pool that it seems like just here in August has taken a full step back. It doesn't seem like the frenzies and chaos are there anymore.
No, I think some have stepped back and they're just like, let's sit and wait. Who knows what they're thinking? If I could know, I'd be a lot happier.
Yeah, crystal ball time.
Yeah, but I think my buyers who are looking and not getting in on the multiple offers are the ones that were more panicked when they saw the interest rates going up because they were on the lower end, first-time buyers, so it really affects them and their buying power. Mm-hmm. Buyers coming into it now with me, they're not even batting an eye. Definitely, it does affect your down payment, but again, I don't hear it that much from the middle range, high range, those clients at all.
Yeah. Is there a big difference in the way prices have come back across the top end and the low end? Certainly there's inexpensive houses all over the country, but around here, like $1 million, you hardly bat an eye.
Well, it depends on your neighborhood.
Well,
especially,
there's a $1 million
on the
There's
east
$1 million
side.
house in every neighborhood, it seems like.
Yeah, on the east side especially. And sometimes you wonder who's going to buy that $1 million house on that street because some of those pop up. You're going, do they see the neighbors? But
whole nother topic.
Yeah. No, I would say on the low end, even though we're saying we're 20% off peak, but on the low end, it's lower. I mean, you're down around 33% off the peak, but that helps those first-time buyers getting in. They're not getting it. The prices aren't jumping as fast at that end, so it gives them some time still. They can be calm, and they can get in the market. High end, totally different story. It's less than 20%. You can get 17%, even less, closer to pre-peak prices, depending on the neighborhood. I mean, there's a lot of, like we said before, it's being driven by a lot of people who are moving here. They have money and they want in.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's interesting. You have so many people coming here with high-paying jobs, as you said. You have the people who are using their signing bonuses as down payments. So if you looked in your crystal ball and you were to just take a peek, and I know you have one somewhere. I just feel like
I do have one of those lucky 8 balls.
There you go. So you shake the 8 ball and you say, are we going to see another bubble? Probably not. You already said that. But what about the pace at which we continue to appreciate?
It's going to slow down. I mean, the frenzy of prices are jumping,
Cannot say now.
escalating prices.
Ask again later.
Ask later. Prices are leveling out. It's happening this month. It's definitely dropped off. The showings aren't as fast in the listings as they're coming on right now. Buyers are stepping back again a little bit. It's inevitable. As prices on interest rates go up, inventory starts to increase. It's going to level out. Buyers are going to have a lot more power. They're going to be able to negotiate a lot better deals than they have been this last 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see double digits happening. I think by 2014, I think you're going to see a much more kind of normal pace.
Sure. As more listings come on, I mean, I think there's also the element of the deal is going to change so much.
Well, yeah. They're going to, first of all, pre-inspections, they won't need to do it.
Right.
If they're the only offer, they can walk in and negotiate on prices, closing costs, a lot of factors. And then off your inspection, you can start asking for things. So, it'll be more on the buyer's side. But if it's depending on the level of inventory, it could be a pretty across-the-board even playing field, too.
Which is kind of what everybody's hoping for at some point in time.
Well, we're getting closer to it, I would say.
Yeah.
We're headed that direction, It swung way, 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 way off to that one horrible side where nobody did anything.
40, yeah.
But, of course, it's going to swing back the other way for a while. But we're not going to, continue seeing the pace we've been seeing.